Power has a sound, and sometimes it's the deafening quiet that follows a voice deemed too bold. In the music industry, silence is a weapon, used to keep artists in line. This is the story of Ava Reed, a singer whose voice once filled stadiums, and how the industry that built her could just as easily erase her. Her crime wasn't scandal. It was a song that asked a question the powerful didn't want to answer. Ava's journey is a blueprint for how the industry polices its stars, especially women. We celebrate authenticity, but punish it when it challenges comfort. Ava's story exposes the machinery behind the pop facade, a system that values profit over people. Silencing is subtle. A song removed from playlists, a TV spot cancelled, a vague statement about creative differences. Each act is a thread in a net that erases a star from public view, not with force, but with a slow withdrawal of support. But Ava's journey didn't end in silence. It was transformed by it. We'll trace her path from commercial success to quiet defiance. Her story reveals the double standards in music. A man's protest is brave, a woman's is difficult. By examining the fallout from her protest song, we see who gets to speak, what they're allowed to say, and who pays the price for stepping out of line. This is a story about losing a career, but finding a voice, and about the true cost of speaking truth to power. Before controversy, Ava Reed was the industry's dream. She was the perfect blend of commercial appeal and critical respect. Her albums went multi-platinum, her image was carefully curated. Ava was the girl next door with a powerhouse voice, always poised, always safe. Her songs were emotionally resonant but never risky. Love, heartbreak, self-discovery, all within safe boundaries. The label invested millions to maintain her golden girl image. She was a brand, an asset, and her career was built on the unspoken contract that she'd play by the rules. Her voice was hers, but her platform belonged to the corporation. This contract was the bedrock of her success, and her cage. But she was about to break it, not with a scandal, but with a song. And that would change everything. The song that changed everything was Cobblestone. It was a quiet, acoustic ballad, an allegory about a town forced to walk on painful cobblestones while leaders lived in comfort. The lyrics were a metaphor for systemic inequality, a plea for empathy. It wasn't a scream, but a whisper, asking who society's foundations really serve. Male artists at the time were praised for political commentary. Their anger was seen as integrity. Ava's song, by contrast, was met with a chill. It was seen as a problem, a risk to her brand. While men were rewarded for protest, Ava was punished for subtlety. The industry that celebrated a man's roar was about to silence a woman's whisper. Her song wasn't analyzed for its message, it was treated as a threat. The double standard was stark and unforgiving. Cobblestone was a quiet question, but it made the industry deeply uncomfortable. And that discomfort would cost her everything. The backlash was a fog, not a storm. Cobblestone vanished from radio, with vague excuses about demographics and sound. Media appearances evaporated, canceled shows, postponed interviews, scrapped magazine features. Each polite rejection sent a clear message. Ava Reed was no longer welcome. The machinery that once promoted her now ground to a halt. Tour sponsors hesitated, brand partnerships paused, calls went unanswered. The energy that fueled her career faded into isolating stillness. To the public, it looked like a natural decline. No scandal, just a star losing steam. This was the industry's genius erasure disguised as commercial failure. The walls closed in, soundproof and invisible. Ava watched her career dissolve, not with drama, but with silence. The process was nearly invisible to fans. The industry protected itself from accusations of censorship. Ava was being erased, one quiet decision at a time. When the silence became too loud, Ava's label issued a statement, full of corporate deflection. Creative differences was the key phrase, a bloodless way to end a career. In private, executives called her song divisive and off-brand. They argued her job was to entertain, not challenge. They framed it as a business decision, showing her spreadsheets and market data. The label offered her a way out: apologize, clarify the song wasn't political, release a new upbeat single. They wanted her to retreat into the safe, profitable box they'd built. Ava refused. Her message mattered more than the brand. The label withdrew all support, no promotion, no video budget, tour dates canceled. Her album was orphaned, left to die in the market. They didn't fire her or denounce her, they just let her drift away. It was a quiet, devastating act of abandonment, and it marked the end of her mainstream career. Ava's treatment stood in stark contrast to her male peers. The industry celebrates the male rebel. His protest is passion, his critique is art. Men who challenge the system are rewarded with acclaim and legacy. For women, the rules are different. Anger is hysteria. Protest is difficult. A woman is expected to be pleasant, grateful, and agreeable. When she steps out of line, she's not a rebel, she's a problem. The same protest that earns a man a magazine cover can send a woman into obscurity. Ava's quiet, thoughtful protest was treated as a dangerous transgression. The problem wasn't her message, it was that she, a woman, delivered it. The industry is comfortable with women as performers, not as critics or leaders. Ava was cherished for love songs, punished for singing about justice. Her gender was inseparable from her punishment. Her story is a textbook example of the industry's double standard. Today, Ava Reid isn't on mainstream radio or magazine covers. After her fallout, she disappeared from pop stardom, but not from music. She built a home studio, started her own indie label, and took control of her art. Free from industry pressure, her music became more personal, raw, and experimental. She releases directly to fans, trading mass appeal for a fiercely loyal community. Her concerts are intimate, her audience smaller, but deeply connected. In these spaces, she's not a fallen star. She's a symbol of artistic resilience. She lost the industry, but found her people. Ava's new career is a testament to her strength and independence. She controls her narrative, her sound, her destiny. In the quiet world of indie music, her voice is louder than ever. Years later, Cobblestone is Ava Reid's most beloved song. It never topped charts or won awards, but it became an anthem for the unheard. Shared through word of mouth, it grew into a symbol of quiet defiance. At her shows, it's the centerpiece. Fans sing every word, united in its message. The song cost her a mainstream career, but gave her a new one. Its meaning has deepened, adopted by social movements and documentaries. The industry's attempt to bury it only made its echo louder. Cobblestone is Ava's ultimate vindication. Her early hits may fade, but this song remains vital. Its true value is in the lives it touches, not sales figures. The industry may forget, but her fans never will. Ava Reid's story is a mirror to the music industry's power structures. It asks, who benefits when a woman's protest is silenced? The answer: corporations, executives, and systems that profit from compliance. Silencing artists is risk management, a way to protect the brand. These stories must be told to disrupt the machinery of erasure. By sharing them, we honor artists punished for courage and expose double standards. When we champion voices like Ava's, we advocate for an industry where freedom isn't a liability. Ava lost fame and fortune, but gained control over her voice. True influence isn't measured by sales, but by the power to keep singing truth. Sometimes the most powerful voice is the one that refuses to be silenced.